Hey guys, how you doing? It's John Paul Gates, aka John the Film Actor here. This is the second day of the UK lockdown, and for those people who watched the yesterday's show, yes, I did go out and cut the grass, and I've been finishing off today. Yeah, I did. I think I filled 4 bags of grass, and but it's interesting this time of year because of the dew, it collects under the electric blades, and so you end up stopping things constantly. By the way, this little star here, that's Tilly, our Russian blue, and she's always purring. So if you hear her undertones under mine, then I apologize for that. Anyway, as I say, day two, and I just wanted to talk about the transport restrictions. Now, what I find slightly contradictory is that Boris and the government are saying, right, okay, we must stay at home and you can't get on to public transport. Okay, that's fine, I understand. And I understand the issue of the 2 meter rule being adhered to. But what I can't understand is that Heathrow and other airports, while the number of flights have been scaled back, the airports haven't been closed. Why? Why is that? Because presumably, if you're still allowing people from China, France, Italy, Spain, the areas, and Iran, of course, the areas that arguably have the highest number of cases, infected cases, and deaths, why would you do that? Why would you allow these people in? Now, I can understand for those people that are stuck abroad and the British government need to bring, UK citizens back. I can understand keeping the airports and planes flying for that purpose, but to allow people that have, and I know this is racism. Don't get me wrong. But it's come to a time where cases are spiraling out of control, and so my point is that we should close all airports. I mean, Trump did it. Trump did it. I mean, initially he said that he was closing all airports to European flights, with the exception of the UK and Ireland. So thank you, Mr. Trump, for that. But then, of course, once he realised that our number of infected cases was going up, and of course our number of deaths was going up, he decided that's enough, and therefore he closed that as well. But I think it's slightly contradictory that you can't get on the tube. Yes, I understand, in one carriage you might have as many as, I don't know, 50 to 100 people. But at the same time, if you've got a transatlantic flight if it's the States, it's 11 hours. If you're going to LA, 6 hours, 7 hours to New York, and I don't know how many hours to China. But the point is, you're in a claustrophobic area. So it's actually worse than being on the tube. And as I say, the issue is that these people have come from areas where the disease emanated from and continues to be rife. So I think that needs to be addressed. As I say, I didn't go out into town today, so I can't comment that there was any changes. But as I say, yesterday it was like a ghost town. So as I say, the transport still needs to be addressed. And just talking about driving, now they're saying that I've been told that if you're in a car, there can be no more than really one person in the car when you're driving. So otherwise, you get a fine of £30. Okay. Now, what happens if you need to take someone to the hospital and the police pull you over? And the other question is, and this is an important question, if you get pulled over the police, are they going to exercise the 2 meter standoff rule? Certainly, I mean, if somebody came to arrest me, then they've got to put the handcuffs on. I can't see them doing it at a distance of 2 meters or more. So again, these issues need to be addressed. It's all very well saying, okay, we're going to do this, do that. But I think, I'm going to be interested to see whether they're able to carry that out practically. So as I say, the issue about the airports should be closed. The issue about whether the 2-meter rule can be maintained, and also the issue of whether people should be fined for being in cars and how they're going to administer that. What they're going to do? They're going to put up roadblocks. I mean, this is totalitarianism. It's almost going back to an autocratic society. But maybe that's what we need. I mean, arguably China managed to curb the disease. There's no more cases coming out of Wuhan and Hubei province, or if there are very few cases. And as I say, for a country that's got 1.3 billion or 1.5 billion population, it's interesting that they've got only 3,300 deaths, I think it is. So they must be doing something right. That total draconian lockdown where people arguably were not allowed out the houses. And I understand the police put up tape over people's houses, so A, they couldn't come out, and B, if they did come out, they would know about it. So maybe that's worked. Anyway, as I say, guys, that's it for me on transport for day 2 of the UK lockdown. Tune in for tomorrow when I'll be doing some other subject. As I say, if you want to subscribe, please do so. Hit the button on the right hand side, and also, as I say, I'm running this Patreon account, patreon.com/JPGate. So if you'd like to subscribe, even for a small amount of £2, which is less than a pint, then please do so. I'll catch you later, and here's Tilly. And Tilly, oh, she's caught. What are you going to say, Tilly? That's my little Russian blue. Tilly, what are you going to say? You're going to say goodbye to everybody? Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, she doesn't want to do that. Okay, guys, take it easy. Take it easy. Bye-bye.